Laredo Theater Guild International recently presented the play Zoot for the Laredo community. This was a part of their Class on Stage program. Joe Flores is a theater arts instructor at VMT, and he is also part of LTGI. He tells us more about the Class on Stage program and the selection of this play.
We find a play that's based on some kind of literature that the kids can read and study, and then we stage it so that the kids can watch it and get, to show like beyond the page, because some stories are meant to be staged and meant to be seen. We decided to do a play called Zoot, written by Luis Valdez, and the main reason for that is because Luis Valdez is known as like the father of Chicano theater. My big thing for wanting to direct it and to making the pitch to do this play in particular was I wanted to expose our kids to more Mexican-American playwrights or Chicano playwrights, more literature that, since we're in a predominantly Hispanic community, a lot of people in this community don't know Hispanic writers. Zoot was based on a true story, the Sleepy Lagoon murder case, and how a group of kids got arrested basically for wearing zoot suits and for who they were, and the injustice that happened from that. And then, of course, you have reforms that happen within the criminal justice system because of that. But more than anything, I wanted our kids to see that our stories are just as valid as anybody else's. And hopefully, if we can inspire any kid later to grow up to write their own or document their own or stage their own story, that was one of the big reasons why we pushed for this play.
One of the skills that Mr. Flores likes to teach his theater arts students is versatility. He tells us more about that.
Second traveler coming in. Thank you.
Some of our kids, they'll do tech and they'll do some acting and they'll do some directing. And so we're just trying to give them a complete theater experience. So I think that's important for all kids that are into theater. Like an actor should tech and a tech should act every now and then.
One of the students who displayed this versatility is Azul Diaz. She is a student at VMT and she was a part of this production. She tells us about what she was initially doing and then what she ended up doing at a moment's notice.
Side coming in.
Thank you.
I was helping people mic backstage. I was a mic technician backstage, and I was helping backstage move around props, anything they needed. And then one day, they asked me if I could be an actor on stage for a class on stage, and I said yes, I'll do it. And it was 20 minutes before the stage. I had to get into costume. I had to learn lines. And it was just a fun experience because I had everybody backstage helping me. Like I had the cast helping me out and reading the lines to me. And they really helped me out with that.
Second electric coming in.
Thank you.
This play had special meaning for Laredo ISD because it was not only Azul and Joe from VMT who were a part of this play. About 15 staff members and students from the Vidal M. Trevino Magnet School of Communications and Fine Arts worked on that play. One of those students was Christine Vasquez, who worked as the light board operator for this production. She tells us about the level of appreciation she felt while working on this play.
I got to talk to more of the actors, and the gratitude that I was given from many of the actors, it was very heartwarming. And it just made me very happy because I want to bring more visibility to the technical theater side of things and just tech in general, because I feel that the technical side of things are very overlooked than the performers, which of course the performers deserve all of the gratitude, but I believe the tech students and tech people in general deserve the thanks as well, because without us there wouldn't really be a show. And so getting that thanks from the actors and the people that I worked with, it was life-changing almost.
Another group of students from VMT who were also involved in this effort were the students in Joanne Valdez's commercial photography class. Destiny Cardenas, Michael Dancos Jr., and Nevea Ortiz are the ones who took all of these beautiful pictures that you are currently seeing. Another important component of this play was all of the dancing that the actors had to incorporate into their performance. They were taught this style of dancing by VMT dance education instructor Alicia McInnes.
1, 2, polka.
She tells us about being a part of this play.
an honor for me to participate in this very important play of the company. And I was spending daily hours and a lot of time with them to teach them the style, specifically more than swing, the Zoot suit, because it's a style that has to do with Latin dance also. The Zoot style has to do with the era of starting from 1920s with the flappers, the Charleston, and then it started the swing, the Lindy Hop, and then it got involved with the Latin dance, because back then in the 1940s, that's when the Latin dances, for example, the mambo, the cha-cha-cha, the danzón, it started hitting in Mexico. So since the Mexican Americans started the movement in the 1940s, they started doing a mix of rhythms, of styles. That's what the music is so beautiful.
This was another wonderful performance that was put on by Laredo Theater Guild International, and Laredo ISD is very thankful that our students and staff members were given the opportunity to take part in this production.